Most of the times, why women never able to lose pregnancy weight? Not because they cannot do it, but because one major mistake many women make with postpartum weight loss is thinking that breastfeeding alone will shed the pregnancy weight. In this video, I'll share 5 simple effective methods I used to shed the weight in just 3 months of being on my weight loss journey. And if I can do this, you can too. The first lie that is not letting you lose weight is that you believe that breastfeeding will make you lose weight. Books and research show that breastfeeding can help you burn around 500 to 700 calories a day. If you are unsure how calories contribute to weight loss, you might want to check out this video. Calories are the units of energy that our body needs for various functions like digestion, blood circulation, and daily activities. Even resting and thinking also burn calories. As a breastfeeding mom, you are using a lot of energy to produce and feed the milk to your baby. Now, you might wonder that if you are burning so much of calories, then why are you not losing weight? In fact, in some cases, instead of losing, new moms gain weight during postpartum. Well, here's the catch. So the reason is you eat way more than your body needs even when breastfeeding. You are sleep deprived. We lose weight when we create a calorie imbalance, meaning giving slightly fewer calories to our body than it needs. Now, people might raise eyebrows that I am a breastfeeding mom and how dare she is asking me to eat less. Listen carefully. I am not advising you to eat less, but actually I am advising you to eat according to your hunger cues. It means eating when you are hungry and stopping when you are almost full. What generally happens is that we are not connected to our body the way we should be, and because of this disconnection, when our body sends a signal of hunger and satiety, we are not able to catch them. That is why we don't know when to eat and when to stop. You burn 500 to 700 calories a day through breastfeeding. But that is not a very solid rule, as calorie burning is dependent on the factors like age, gender and all. However, you feel a little hungry and eat 2 gond laddus, or what we call these days energy balls, and boom, you just had your 700 calories. So the 700 calories that your body took the whole day to burn by breastfeeding, you just took them as a snack because you thought that you were hungry when you were probably dehydrated, because breastfeeding makes you thirsty like anything. So what is the solution? Very simple. Take the apple test. Although you should be smart enough to tell the difference between the real and the false hunger, but if you can't do that, then I have a hack for you. Whenever hunger strikes to you, just pause for a moment and ask yourself, are you that hungry that you can have a whole big apple by yourself? If the answer is yes, then go get that apple. You are really hungry. But if the answer is, I don't know, I think I can have half of it, not really sure, then the answer is simply no. Just sit back, relax and have a glass of water. You are probably dehydrated. Now you are sleep deprived as a new mom. A new mom is always sleep deprived. It should not come as a surprise to you. And sleep when the baby sleeps is the most stupid advice that anyone can give. Do you agree with me or not? Let me know about this in the comments. Now, there is a whole science behind how lack of sleep is directly related to weight gain, in addition to other health issues. But right now, as a new mom, we are really desperate to know about weight loss only. Other issues can be covered in the other episodes. Anyways, sleep deprivation leads to weight gain because the same hormone, ghrelin and leptin, that play a role in the sleep cycle also affect your appetite. Ghrelin is a hunger hormone that sends the signal to your body to eat, and leptin is a satiety hormone. Ghrelin levels can increase and leptin levels can decrease when your sleep pattern is off balance. Those changes tend to result in more hunger and less fullness, which means you do not know when to eat or when to stop. On top of that, lack of sleep on a daily basis can make you agitated and anxious, which is another reason for overeating. So the solution is very simple. As I told you, sleep when the baby sleeps is the most stupid advice, because when baby sleeps, we have other pending tasks to do unless you are busy scrolling phone when baby sleeps. So your best bet is to hire a japa or a nanny so that you can get time to prioritize your health as well. This is the best solution. But if you can't do this, then you can always ask for some help from the other family members. But the point is to make sure that you are prioritizing your sleep, and every day you are giving 1 hour to your sleep, be it a nap or just relaxation. But you have to make sure that in that 12 hours ka time during the day, you are giving 1 hour to yourself where you are doing nothing but sleeping. If you try to lose weight ever, your milk will go down. This is really scary. This means you won't be able to lose weight till the time you are breastfeeding. It could be up to 1 or 2 years as well. Well, I just explained you about the calories, but if you want me to talk about it a little more, then here you go. This is true that not eating properly or going on restrictive diets like 1200 calorie diet plan are really bad for your health as a mom who is breastfeeding. In general also, restricting too much of calories will give a lot of health problems to you. Hair fall, poor digestion are some of the few. By books, you should not eat less than 1800 calories in a day when breastfeeding. But you can still lose weight without compromising your milk supply by following these simple daily hacks. The only condition is to do them religiously for 1 month to see the good changes happening. So number one, do not count calories at all. Just be mindful about what to eat and when to stop by following the apple test daily. Whenever you eat, chew every single bite of your food at least 32 times until it really gets mixed up with your saliva and literally becomes liquidy juice. When it becomes the liquidy juice, then swallow it. Two benefits will happen. First, your digestion will improve, which is a common problem for many women in postpartum. Secondly, you will notice that your body will demand less food. So without going on a restrictive diet, you can lose weight just by giving proper attention to your food. Even if it is a piece of chocolate, make sure that you eat it in a peaceful environment. There shouldn't be anyone or any thought between you and that chocolate or whatever you eat in that moment. Discard liquid calories from the diet. We have way too many calories in a day because we don't realize that we are actually having it in a liquid form. Summer season आ गया है तो बात बात पर शिकंजी हो जाती है, इतना शुगर ऐड होता है उसमें. विंटर सीजन आ गया है तो कड़क अदरक वाली चाय विद लॉट्स ऑफ शुगर एंड मिल्क. दिन में 2-3 बार मजाक में 200 कैलोरीज ऐसे ही चले जाते हैं, विच इज इक्वल टू ऑलमोस्ट 600 to 700 कैलोरीज पर डे, जो कि आपकी हंगर की वजह से नहीं, बस टेस्ट की वजह से आप लेते हो. नाउ द थर्ड इज नो पोस्टपार्टम डेलिकेसीज एवरी डे. पीपल विल रेज देयर आईब्रोज अगेन. यार मैं पोस्टपार्टम फेज में हूँ एंड शी इज आस्किंग कि मैं गोंद का लड्डू ना खाऊं, हरीरा ना खाऊं, छुआनी ना खाऊं. लेट मी क्लियर द एयर अबाउट इट फर्स्ट. इस तरह के कैलोरी डेंस एंड हेल्दी फूड्स अ न्यू मॉम शुड eat. I too had gond laddus and shira and all every day, but I had those for not more than 40 days. After 40 days or maximum 2 months, your body becomes a lot better and you may not need such kind of foods on daily basis. But ये हर रोज लड्डू खाने का सिलसिला 6 मंथ से पहले खत्म ही नहीं होता है, और कब ये लड्डू शीरा एंड ऑल बॉडी के रिकवरी डिमांड्स को पूरा करने की बजाय आपके टेस्ट के डिमांड्स को पूरा करने में लग जाते हैं, पता भी नहीं लगता. इसीलिए वेट लूज करना है तो इस तरह का कैलोरी डेंस फूड बॉडी के फेवर में खाएं, उसके against nahi. All the weight gained in pregnancy is fat that needs to be lost. When women are generally in the 9th month of their pregnancy, subconsciously उनके दिमाग में ये थॉट आने लगता है कि यार मैंने इतना वजन गेन कर लिया है, 15 किलो गेन कर लिया है, अब मुझे ये कम भी तो करना है. Although we women don't share it with anyone, but deep down we all want to shed that weight once we deliver the baby. And during this overwhelming phase, we do not realize that 15 kilograms or whatever we have gained is not all fat, and we will lose few of it right on the delivery table the moment baby will be born. First, you need to know the pregnancy weight distribution. Pregnancy weight is not just the fat. Pregnancy weight includes the weight of the baby, approx 2 to 3 kgs, weight of placenta, approx 1 kg, amniotic fluid weight, approx 1 kg, increased blood volume and large uterus also contribute to some weight, and then 4 to 5 kgs of the fat tissues that deposit on the breast and around belly area to support the growth of the baby and breastfeeding journey. So in reality, you need to lose only 5 to 6 kg of weight, which you will eventually lose by following the hacks I just gave you. The only condition is to not to think about losing or gaining weight at all for at least 3 months after delivery. तब तक आप अपने सेंसेस में ही नहीं होते. When you don't feel the best, you won't be giving your 100% to anything. Now lose all weight quickly or you will be stuck with it. Just because you are not doing anything to lose postpartum weight even after 6 months doesn't mean that you won't be able to lose it if you try later than that. But at the same time, you need to understand that if you take too much of time to kickstart your weight loss journey after pregnancy, then you will get accustomed to your new body and new habits that you have developed during this phase. In simple words, you become comfortable in your present situation. This acceptance will make you lazy and won't let you come out of your comfort zone. So you see, most of the times why women never able to lose pregnancy weight, not because they cannot do it, but because they become too comfortable. Success is accessible to those who do uncomfortable things again and again without thinking of the results. And this is applicable for the new moms also. So never be comfortable in any situation if you don't like it. Once you become comfortable, you will accept it whether you like it or not. Try and set realistic expectations and focus on gradual, sustainable weight loss rather than rushing to shed the pounds. Good news for you, I have already made this step by step guide to approach your weight loss in a serious way. See, becoming a mom is a huge responsibility and it comes with a lot of ups and downs. If you do not feel your best in this journey, then you won't be able to give your best to your baby and to your work life as well. So start prioritizing how you feel on mental and physical level and then think about others. Weight gain could be a serious issue for some and it needs the proper strategy and solution to be your best. So if you have come to this extent in the video, then I'm sure that you must have liked this video. Please subscribe to my channel Natural Bonds for more videos on weight loss, spirituality and a lot more which is coming on your way. Till then, bye.